Hello there, Rabbi.
Good morning, Joe.
You sent me an article the other day about an art contest that was won by an artificial intelligence. What is it? Is it right or wrong to assume that we have to have the human hand in something in order for it to be authentic? When are we going to start doing that with religion? Are you going to be out of a job? Are we going to replace you with a laptop?
I only wish, Joe, that someone could replace me with an iPad. Well, maybe you can. There's a teaching in medicine. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And I think we have to take that to other areas in our lives. There are many choices, we have free will, that we can do. It's just that we shouldn't do it. And here is an area with artificial intelligence. And what's coming up now is ASI, artificial superintelligence. And it's extremely useful for in medicine, for discovery, for technology. And that's where it belongs. Now is a moment to look at each other and say, just because we can have a computer paint better than a human being or something more aesthetically pleasing, just because we can, it doesn't mean we should. So what's art all about? Art and religion are about human beings relating to everything outside oneself. Computers can beat any human being at most all children's games, including chess, based on algorithms and such. But now we've gone to the next level, and the computers, and we call it artificial intelligence, can make some decisions not based on the programming that we have placed in. They're making the decisions. And for certain technology, it's much faster, it's much better, discovering medicines, DNAs, RNAs, all kinds of neat things, airplanes, spacecraft, navigation, all kinds of great areas. But religion and art are about humanness and being human. So I'm very curious. I'm just reminded of player pianos and music halls. One of the things that was discovered is if the music is technically too good, listeners didn't like it.
Arthur C. Clarke once wrote that nobody's going to know how to add and subtract after a certain point in time because they'll just do it on their phone and forget the actual process.
That's already happened. I've gone into some stores and they had some younger people and the registers were down and they couldn't for the life of them give me change. I had to count out the money and put it out in front of them because they couldn't do the math.
But when you forget a Bible verse, are you going to you look it up on
Oh,
your tablet?
I've never memorized them. I always look them up. It's a tool, it's an adjunct, just like robotic surgery. It's an adjunct. The problem being if we abdicate everything, then, and we see that already in some diagnosis. Medicine is as much an art as a science. And very often the algorithms, the computer misses because it's treating it as science, not an art. So we have to just walk that line. We have to be able to say it's an adjunct, it's a help to what we do as human beings, and we can't let it substitute what we do as human beings.
So someone created an app that came up with suggested Bible verses for a topic. You wouldn't use it?
I do use it, and I run through it, and I go, oh, I don't know, this doesn't quite hit it. So I think maybe I put the words in wrong, or maybe I did this wrong. But many times while I'm reading it, oh, it's the verse before that has what I'm looking for. But the computer never would have picked that out.
All right. Well, I know one thing that we can't do without and we don't have to worry about is getting advice from you, Rabbi. I don't see any way that a computer could substitute for you. Thank you so much.
And I hope you're right in terms of my lifetime. After I'm dead, you know what? People can turn it over to computers and look back and say, Rabbi Block warned us.